Councillor Louise McKinley, Cabinet Member for Communities and also Deputy Leader of Essex County Council.
So Louise actually funded this episode of TryLife, so I just wanted to ask, what was the main reason that helped you make your decision to be one of the funders, main funder of this episode?
We saw through COVID just the impact that it was having on people in terms of feeling isolated and lonely, and how that can roll out and move into other areas of people's lives. So to be able to do something in this space where we could really come together and make sure that we can support young people in a different way that shows how we can, all of us, help individuals who are feeling lonely. It was a great opportunity. It was one that we really wanted to take.
The question is, were you expecting the story to be told the way it is? Do you think it's been portrayed well? How do you feel about it?
I'm really pleased with the outcome. I actually had no idea what it was going to turn out like, but we're constantly looking at new ways that we can explore how we communicate with people, how we can tell a story, how we can get help to people, and this was one of those opportunities that came along, so I'm delighted about how it came out. I thought it was fantastic.
We're honestly thrilled that you loved it. We were so nervous to have you come down and watch what we were doing because it's so complex and there's so much thought that goes into it, and we have so many crew, so many cast, and even I get confused at times, but to see it on the big screens and know that you loved it and you supported it, honestly over the moon, so thank you so much for funding it. So this way of covering such an important subject and discussing not only mental health in young people but adults too is so important. We obviously know that there's medication, therapy, internet, things like that, so how do you think this way of telling the story is going to help?
I think all of those things that you just said there are so important in terms of how we support people, but as important as the messages, the messenger is equally as crucial, and I think to have this different way of communicating and telling stories, and it will be relevant to young people. When they go online, people will be able to interact with it, and that's very different to some of the more traditional ways, where they absolutely have their place, but the more comprehensive we can make it, the wider we can have ways in which we can help people, then that's going to have a better impact at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I started out on MTV in my younger days, and I'm associated with some bad things and some negative things, and I feel like people don't really get to see this side of me and what projects I'm involved with. So I'm really happy to be doing something like this and showing a different side, and I don't regret anything I've done in my past years, but because I did TV, it gave me a massive platform, so I wanted to use my platform now to do the right things. So I'm glad people like you from different backgrounds to me can see that there's also people like me who want to teach the younger generation. Like, I don't want people to look up to reality TV so huge, I want them to look up to this job that I do. So what are your thoughts about reality TV presenters coming to do something like this?
It doesn't matter what your background is, does it? If it is that you're moving in the space where you want to really help people, and as you say, if you have a platform, then I think we've all got a responsibility as to how we can use that, and we've seen that with some of the work that celebrities do, footballers and things like that. And I think whether it's local, whether it's national, whatever that looks like, if you're in a position where you can use it for good, then I think we should all do so. So I'd say well done and thank you.
It's all about coming together and becoming stronger as one, isn't it? Yeah.
And knowing that we can all play a role in it, and if Essex County Council can support just one young person through giving this funding and through collaborating in terms of the production and obviously being here tonight and seeing it, then I think that's something that we should all be proud of.
Do you think you would be happy to see Team TryLife in Essex again? How would you feel about us doing more episodes here?
Unequivocally, I would be delighted if they came back, and we have got plans to actually follow up. We've got a big climate change agenda, and we're going to be working closely with TryLife again in the coming months.
Thank you so much, it was amazing meeting you, and I look forward to working with you again.
Thank you very much.